much, you guys. I've been doing videos, and they ain't even been. Whatever this is, thank you guys for tuning in. I done done. Okay, so I done did two videos, and I forget how. Well, you know what? That's what I need to start doing again. Start checking my sound before I started going into my messages and stuff like that, and what I want to talk about. Because the whole time I was sitting here talking. You can see me talking, but you can't hear me. Now I got it right. Let me get it. Let me. Oh my God, that was so crazy. So now let's see. You can see me talking. Okay, yeah, because I got to start doing this little mic thing and stuff like that and see if I can hear myself because it's a waste of video. Listen, it's a waste of video if you can't hear me talking. So okay, so I want to relate to this. Um, well, he already pulled up, but I don't know how to store it over. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna stop it. We're gonna stop it. Stuttering. I told you. I'm stuttering. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there because I want to talk about that part because I want to talk about basically. You know how basically yeah, that's true. It's very very true, and I'm relating to that because is why is it not working right here? It might be, but I don't know. I don't know if he's on there moving his lips, whatever on that. But my thing is this: that is very, very, very much true because like I said, I use my intuition. I use my intuition on certain things or whatever. So therefore, like when I had my apartment, like I would meet somebody, and they would come over to the house or whatever, and then somebody else will come over there, like we just all kicking it, hanging out or whatever. Then somebody else come over there, and I don't be no, like, I didn't know these people, whatever. So therefore, they come over there, and then they probably like they don't know one another. But you got to use your discernment on a lot of stuff, right? Because you know, I know that it's everybody is playing a role in every everything that I'm doing right now, right? Everybody playing a role. Some people roles is totally different. I use my discernment on everything. Like, how and I'm in a household. I'm in a household. So therefore when I'm like how I'm here, like I just sit there and I sit there and I watch. I pay attention closely to what people to what they job description say it like that. They job description of what it is that they doing. Because I'm using my discernment, and I just play like I'm just not paying attention, or I don't know what I'm doing. I see the eye contact. I see the eye contact. I see all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't. I can't. What you can't control. I mean, like what you can't control. Just let go of what you can't control. So, let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, but what he's saying is basically like if you meet somebody new and then you have somebody else come around, or they say, let me, my friend will come. No, no, no. Say for instance, I had my nephew, well, he's not my nephew, he's my friend, over to the house one time. And when, as I'm having him over to the house or whatever, he played like he didn't know such, whatever. But they all know, and because they all know what's going on, because they playing a role in this gang stalking. They're playing a role in this trying to dim your light. You know what I'm saying? So I understand all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you can't. I mean, you can't miss me on nothing because I'm very observant. I'm very aware of things that goes on in the world because I always have been an observant person. So I use my intuition on a lot of things. So you can't get nothing past me. So with what he's saying is basically is very true. It's very true. It's true, and they feel like they're not in on it. Hamilton. Oh, it's different. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's what God do. And I give him his prop. I mean his props because because a lot of people don't use their intuition. A lot of people don't go with their spirit on a lot of things, and it's actually true what he's saying. If you just listen to what he's saying, that's why I say like it doesn't matter about how old you are to learn things. But I use my like it be the spirit in the inside of you. You already know exactly if this is the person that's this and that or whatever. If they got some, let me say how I want to put it. If they have some kind of motive, some negative motive that's coming around you, you already know because the vibe that you, especially if you've been around that person for a long time, you know the different vibes. You know the different vibes. You know how a person moving. You have to use your intuition. I know all this. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I talk on the phone with somebody, I know kind of they're gonna be trying to do all this extra stuff. I don't even talk on the phone because ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. So I don't talk on the phone. I just have a phone. I don't even know a phone. I just have a phone, but I don't talk on the phone. I don't even talk on the phone. I don't use the phone. So I've been I've been told my sister take me off the plan, take me off the plan. But she paid the bill, but take me off. I don't need no phone because don't nobody call me. And if it do call me, it be them scam callers that they send to me. I don't even answer that. And if I do answer it, I say something crazy. I say something crazy. But you guys, you got to use your intuition on certain things. And I want to actually show you another video because this video right here was so touching to me because this is true. Like oh, this is, I gotta go into it. This video right here was like touching because it's true because a lot of parents don't even know their child. You understand what I'm saying? Don't even know what their child is doing it because they a lot of kids hold their trauma in. You understand? They hold their trauma in, but they tell their friends what's going on. But I want you to watch this video with me because this video was actually it was. Oh, excuse me. Oh, y'all need to see all that. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna get it in a minute. Okay, now I finally got it. So you gotta click it or tick it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna plug it up because I can't. I know if you can't hear it like that, if I can't hear it like that, I know you can't hear it like that. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to plug it up so you can actually hear. Ooh, it's gonna be a little heavy, but ooh, I have to cut it down because that's the jukebox. Okay, so now we can hear. Okay. Hello. Okay. Come on now. Come on. Yes. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, brother. Seriously, bro. Wow. Come on. Boy, I be tearing up, man. Yes. 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 I just, come on now. Yes. Come on now. Fine. If I ever did you something, if I ever, I'm apologizing right now, and I want you to know, I love you. I love you. Forgive me. Forgive me. Sorry. Come on. It's a long video, but that video had me almost in tears, right? But I won't. If you can go on my page, look at that video. And I don't know if that's him on the what you call it, but that's him. Follow his page. I don't know if he got any other videos, but that was a very amazing setup that he done. That was amazing, man. When I tell you, he told the story. He actually told the story of the world. He said everything that's happening in the world, and his setup was awesome. It was amazing because it's we got to understand for real though. Basically, a lot of parents are not one on one. I said this once before. Basically, you know how young girls run away from home. They run away from home. Wanna know why? Because there's something in the household that they're not getting. So therefore, they would leave their home to go with some man that no whisper sweet nothings in their ear. You understand what I'm saying? So I relate to this man right here because you have to, even if you have 7 kids, you still have to give, like you have to give one-on-one time with God. You have to give your one-on one time with your children. Each one of them has personal things that they want to say to their parents, but they don't want to do it in a group meeting. Everybody be talking about, let's have a group meeting, let's have a family meeting. But you got to take each one of them individually and talk to them and ask them what's going on. Is everything okay with you? Because just like the man said, like kids hold stuff in, like the little girl, like the girl right there, what he was talking about. Basically, she holds her pain in because she feel like she couldn't talk to her parents. If she felt like she couldn't talk to her parents, then she talked to her friends. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just like how I just found like some things that I just found out about, like my sister personal things or whatever, and her and her best friend, like they talk about it amongst one another. But just say for instance, if they was younger and my mom's was still living, then that means they talk amongst each other. I didn't even know some of the things that they say that they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I know about the things. It was like some sexual things or whatever. But my thing is, I didn't know, like, like I'm like, oh my God, my sister really do that. Like I didn't know because I was just thought that she didn't do certain things, and like, and then they broke it down like blah 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 bah. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh my God. So you have to start one on one with your children. You have to one on one because when they run away from home, like, okay, so say this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of me, right? So when my mom passed away, right? So therefore, that means if my mom passed away, that means the same thing in your household. So I'm gonna give you my story first. My mom passed away, so therefore I started searching for love, the love that I know that I wasn't gonna get anymore from my mom. So I tried to find it in a man, a humankind, right? I tried to find it in them. So that's why I jumped in and out of relationships. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was searching for the love that I lost. So I'm gonna put it like this. So when I say like when my mom passed away, that's just like if a child can't even come to their parents and talk to them, that means the household is dead. That means the household is dead. Wanna know why it's dead? Because the child don't even want to have conversation with you because they probably frightened of fear you for one, or either you criticize them on some things. So therefore, you got to understand your child. That's why I say have one on one time. It's like you're supposed to have one on one time with the Most High God. Have one on one time with your child because just like how I said, listen to what I say. Just like how I said, I went out and I searched for the love that I lost. Right? I searched it in a person, a human form. So therefore, if your household is dead and you don't talk to your children, you know what? The first guy, it don't matter if they grown or whatever it is. The first guy started whispering sweet things in their ear and thinking and making them feel like they love. Listen to what I'm telling you, making them feel like they love. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna exit your life because their household is dead. They're gonna go over here with this man. They're gonna go over here with this man because this is what they feel like they can't even console their problem into their parents because maybe you bash them out or they hear you talking about somebody else, so they don't want to come to you, embrace what they feeling in the inside because you already bashing somebody out on the phone. So if they tell you about their problems, then why would they feel comfortable about telling you? Just because you're their parents, that don't mean a child want to say everything to you. So they go out, go have sex, they go do this because the household is dead. So you have to aliven your household. When I say alive your household, that means give your child more time. Give your child more time. Just like how he said that the parents is not raising the kids. Social media is raising the kids. Social media is raising the kids. That you want to know why social media is raising the kids? Because they can TikTok, they can do all this, and they ball their problems up in that phone. They ball their problems up into that computer. They don't look on. They don't search for good things that are happening. They search for the things that's in the world. Basically, the dances, what people have to say. So this affect the child. This affect the child well being. If you understand that. I don't have no listen, I don't have no kids, but I know how to raise a child because I was a child once before. I was a child once before. So you have to start thinking in your mind, if you was a child once before, how did you feel? How do you feel in the inside of yourself? And then you just look at your child and let your child be on social media and you just do whatever you want to do. Think about what you do before you do it. Think about it before you even have a child. Am I going to be a little bit more responsible and trying to understand my child more? Or am I going to understand what I want and be selfish? Because that's selfish. That child didn't ask to be here. You got to start understanding, alive in your household. Understanding if you have kids, a child did not ask to be here. You laid up with an individual and had that child. So now both of y'all need to come to agreement and say, you know what? We need to give our child a little bit more time than what we give our child. We need to start understanding what our child needs are. That's how you raise a child. And I'm going to go back on what he just said. What he just said on, if you already know that this man already have kids before you, and he's not doing anything with those kids, what makes you think that he's going to do something with yours? That's why you got to think. That's why you got to put more into yourself and start understanding, what do you want in these streets? Because the streets is not for everybody. And if you out there in the streets, then you're going to accept anything that just flies your way. Like a fly that's stuck on a wall. You got to start understanding that, you know what, I want more out of life and just settling for anything. So when I say that people actions align up with themselves. So if you don't value yourself, then therefore you don't care if he have kids or he don't take care of the kids before yours. Because your desire is to just get it in. Just to speak the real. Your desire is to get it in. And then when you start thinking that he loves you, when he starts saying, okay, you know what? I want to put a baby in you. Okay, boy. Yeah. No. Did you do the background check on him? Meaning not the background, not the background with jail and all that. The background check as in what kind of life do he live? What kind of life do he live? What how many kids do he have? Do he even provide for his kids? Have he even seen them kids? So now you stuck with the same thing that his ex-girl that's going through. Because he's not taking care, he on child support, switching from job to job, for he won't have to pay it. Understand what you do in your mind. Because you're just ruining yourself by the actions that you're taking in life. You're ruining yourself. Ain't nobody ruining you but you. Because you make your own decision as a grown adult. When you start getting out there and you make decisions of your own and make your own pathway and going through the experience that you're going through in life, your actions shows that you don't value yourself because you accept anything that comes into your life. You have to know your self-worth. Because once you start knowing your self-worth, you will know that I don't need nobody to undervalue me. I don't want nobody to come into my life and just ruin my life, kill, steal, and destroy. So you want to do your background check on the individual that comes into your life. I don't care if it's your kingdom partner and y'all souls match. Background check. Check everything. Go through every history. Go back to the video. Just like he said, if you broken, if you still broken, if you holding on to trauma and you bringing a child in this world, then what's your child gonna be? Broken. Because you didn't even give yourself time enough to heal, to understand what it is. because you're still holding on to childhood trauma. So how can you accept a child in the world? Wake up. Put Folgers in your cup or something. So that's my time, you guys. I sure hope you enjoyed this, and I sure hope you get it right and start valuing yourself a little bit more and know that you're worthy of love. But just wait for it. Start valuing yourself first, okay?